It very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
They're on 41-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Lions nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. 2nd
quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. The 30, 10.
You thought you had it.
It's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And now he's going to use his legs. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards. And now it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
The
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. Well, this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Brady steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Intercepted. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking deep for Gabriel. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack onto their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You're not thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Jack Fox.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And that will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard run.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Going up top for Miller. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Scott Miller.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Looking downfield and got his man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. Play action. Stafford. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again at Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air again. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
4 yards.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 29, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Lions 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
At the 49-yard
2
line.
first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. 11 yards there, first down.
39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
the score, Buccaneers 28, Lions.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. From the left side, the start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Buccaneers.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through.
Buccaneers 35, Lions 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Detroit Lions, first down.
On first down, Stafford here. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this this one's gone.
T.J. Hawkinson.
It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To Kenny Galladay.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Now in desperation, it's caught inside the 25. Can't get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run out of the gun with Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Swift, the ball carrier, brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there, defense.